the character is having a nervous breakdown, and Numi had to find that headspace, and she did. And it was,
Hi, I'm Jonathan Bloomberg, writing for movies in Sweden.
hi,
Hey,
Jonathan.
Jonathan, nice to meet you.
Right back at you. I've seen the entire series, well, the first season. Let's hope we get more. And I've talked to Noomi Rapace before about roles in other shows, and I know she can be really devoted to her roles when she accepts one. So,
Mhm.
so I wanted to know how it was working along beside her in this show.
You want to go first?
Yeah, sure. Numi's incredible, brilliant, talented, giving, and she's a mother. So I believe this role was fit for her, made for her. Um, and to work with her, you see her brilliance. So you have to level up your abilities because she's not going to stop. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
that every artist wants that. You want to be challenged. You want your creative muscles to be worked. And she did a great job leading the show, and she did a great job carrying the show. And what a pleasure to work with Numi Rapace.
Yeah, I would echo all of that. She is a real powerhouse of an actress, and it's not often I work with actors who don't commit to their part, but this role was
Obviously.
this role was unbelievably challenging, I think, for her. I think she'd probably say that to you as well. The character is having a nervous breakdown, and Numi had to find that headspace, and she did. And it was, I echo what Will was saying. As an actor, it's wonderful because you don't have to act.
Mhm.
You just be. The writing is great. Numi is absolutely there, and yeah, you have to level up because if you're not being honest in that moment, then there's no real scene happening.
Yeah.
And Numi made it easy for us
Mhm.
because it felt so real.
That's good to hear, and I could feel it watching it too. So I can only imagine how it was to be in that room with her. Uh, James, also got to spend a lot of time with the child that your character and Numi's character have has together, and that child is actually played by two twin sisters. I know, and I was wondering how it was working with them too, and they even had to learn some Swedish to
Oh, how
do
did they
their
do with it?
parts.
How was their Swedish? Is it good?
Well, I would say that you can hear that they're not fluent, but they shouldn't be either because they weren't living in
Right.
Sweden.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, Davina and Rosie, the two twins who played Alice, are truly extraordinary young women. They had a maturity about them, but they're still very innocent, which is an incredible combination. And they didn't seem to be particularly phased by what was going on. And if you've ever been on a film set, it's not a normal place. It doesn't feel very natural when you're actually on a film set. And they were able to put all of that aside and just be Alice. It was
Mhm.
it was their natural instincts were really beautiful to behold. And if I'm honest with you, I had some apprehension because I knew that I was going to spend a lot of time with, I didn't know it was twins initially, but with whoever played Alice. And that turned out to be just such a joy for me because that their innocence, it can't help but fuel whatever guilt I needed to find, whatever regret I needed to find as Magnus, because you realize that as an adult, you don't have the same level of innocence anymore. It's gone. It's
Mhm.
gone, and you can try and recapture
Yeah,
it, but
yeah, so yeah, I get
but you're trying to
you're trying
recapture
to,
it,
yeah.
So actually, it really, really helped me looking at these two sort of wide-eyed, open, honest girls and realizing that, to some extent, as adults, we've all made terrible mistakes that we wish we hadn't made. And I could just sort of tap into that. And then there was the emotion easily.
Hmm.
that's really nice to hear. So thanks a lot for taking your time to speak with me today, and I hope we get to speak again for next season if we get one.
Thanks
Yeah,
very
thank you, and
much.
thank you for watching.
Bye.